Hi, welcome back to Art by Brooke. In today's video, I am trying something I've never tried before, but I have recently been seeing some people doing, and it got me really excited to try this because I already had the supplies. I can't remember off the top of my head which Instagram account I have been watching. I have a lot of people I follow on Instagram, but I will definitely put it in the description down below if you'd like to go check out their stuff. They have been doing some beautiful gel printing videos and clips, and this technique is one of the things that came up. So in this video, I am going to be pulling images from magazine pages using my gel printing plate and some acrylic paint. I've never tried this before, so I have quite a few different types of paper around and a couple different kinds of paint, so we'll just kind of see what works. I hope you will come along with me for the ride and maybe try this out for yourself if you also have a gel printing plate at home. So my main tools are the gel printing plate, which you don't have to get this brand, but this is a brand I like. Some magazine pages. I have read that the glossier the better. I have a couple different kinds of magazines. I actually have had these around for a long time since I used to teach art journaling classes and people would just give me their old magazines. So a lot of these are really old, but it'll be cool to have a reason to use some of these pages that I haven't used before. I also have a brayer for putting paint on the gel printing plate and spreading it thin. And as I said before, I have different brands of paint to try. I also have the golden, which is thinner, and one of my Americana multi-surface satin. I really like this brand. As far as craft paints go, I think this brand is probably my favorite. I also have some plain white paper, but I do have my scrap paper from other art journaling pieces or gel prints. And I think it would be cool to maybe try to pull some of the images on these interesting backgrounds and just see if it works. I think this will make some really interesting content for my art journal. And I also am a little bit behind. I really wanted to get back into the Daisy Yellow Index Card a Day challenge, which runs June through July. I am a few days behind, obviously, but I kind of forgot which months it was in. And so it just hit me that, oh my gosh, I think that actually started this month. So I can't make any promises because my health has been kind of iffy lately, but I hope to have some videos coming up doing some of those index cards, and I would really like to use this technique on that. All right, I've chatted a lot, so let's go ahead and get started. Now I haven't used my gel printing plate in a long time, so hopefully it's still pretty good. These things last pretty well, as long as you don't keep it in extreme temperatures. Okay, so this first page is from an old nylon magazine. I'm just trying to keep track of which magazine paper works best. I'm just going to do a test print. I have some other images that I picked out specifically for projects, but I want to do a test print using something that I'm not as into in case it doesn't work out well or I have to adjust. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut around this person and pull them out to use on the plate. I could do the whole print, but I think it'll be more interesting just to have one person in the middle and then maybe do patterns around it. Okay, so I didn't do anything super precise. I just kind of went around, and now I'm going to go ahead and put down a layer of black paint. And I may have put too much on here, so I'll have to wipe some off because you want it to be thin, I guess. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and put down the image. Now I didn't need quite so much paint. I really didn't need to do it on the edges, so I'm just going to take off the excess. Okay, I'm going to take this off now. Okay, it did not work. I'm kind of thinking either it's the paper or I did too much paint. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this off and then we'll try again. Okay, so this is the same page, just the other part of the picture. And I'm going to try to do less paint this time. Okay, hopefully that is less paint than last time. So we'll lay that down. Okay, let's take this part up. Yay! Okay, cool. Okay, cool. So I can see an image. I don't know how clear it is, but that's okay because I can at least tell what it is. All right, so now I'm going to put a little bit of white paint behind it, and then we will try to pick it up. The white paint basically just reactivates the black that's down already so that it comes up, because otherwise it might dry too quickly. I've seen people do it without doing the white paint, but I have noticed that the results tend to be a little bit more constant or consistent if you do the paint behind it. And white is just so that it doesn't isn't too dark against the black, but I think you could probably do any color, and I might experiment with that a little bit. Okay. All right. Okay, so it's not super clear, but it is like a ghosted image. Whoops, gotta get it unstuck first. That is really cool. So it's not as clear as I had hoped, but really nice, I think, for a first try. It actually, because of the shape of it and because the way they're leaning into each other, it almost reminds me of a stained glass window, like of Women in the Bible or something like that. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that's very neat. That would make a cool background piece. So let's keep trying. Okay, I have another picture from the same magazine, and I want to try it with my Americana black. Okay, let's position this down. Well, that certainly came up more clean than the other one. I don't know if it's because I did less or if it's just because it was a different thickness of paint. Okay, that did not work very well. I'm thinking maybe I still had too much paint because I see it kind of like tacky in here, and maybe I need to leave it on the plate a little longer. I'm not sure. Yeah, I can see the outline of her shirt, but basically nothing else. Okay, let's try another magazine now. This next batch of images is from, whoops, where is it? Vogue. And this is from 2011. Let's use this one as the first. This one is a little bit glossier of a page, so I'm hopeful that this maybe would work a little bit better. I'm going to try the Artist Loft again. Oh, cool. This one worked a lot better. I still think I had too much paint, or maybe again didn't leave it on quite long enough, but I can definitely see a lot more definition this time. And you can see actually some of the words on the page, so that's really neat. Okay, so it's kind of similar to the other print that worked out. It's still not working out quite as well as the ones I've been seeing. So I'm not quite sure yet what the trick is, but I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to try another page and see how it goes. Okay, so this next one is from American Photo magazine. Okay, black paint. I think with this one, I might just try to take the print directly without doing white in the background and just see what happens. Oh, that worked really well. Okay, I gotta go quick. Okay, that's pretty cool. I actually kind of wish I had done white behind that because we lost some of the detail in her eyes, but I think it's still pretty neat. I'm not sure if we could pick anything up from here. I still see it here. I'm gonna try just to see. Oh, cool. Okay, yeah. So it's still not super clear, but you can tell it's a face. I think that's really neat. So let's try that paper again and do a white background behind it. That might be neat. I'm gonna try this one. I like the very nice contrast between the two. I think that might be more likely to be picked up on here. Well, that didn't really work at all. Okay, well, I'm still gonna try to get the print up and just see what it looks like. Maybe I left it on a little bit too long. Okay, ghost of a horse. But again, not exactly what I was hoping for. Okay, I'm gonna try this one. And let's try it with the Americana. So this one's still wet, so I'm going to take this one up without the white background. Ooh, cool. So it's still ghosty. And I mean, really, it might be that this is just kind of how it works. Or maybe my magazines are too old. I need to get my hands on some newer ones. But this is cool. I could definitely use this in some sort of collage. I think that looks really, really neat. Okay, let's try this one. I'm going to go back to the Artist Loft Flow Acrylic. There's a lot of weird texture in here from, I think, maybe where the paper was rippling. So that'll be interesting to see how that turns out. Well, shoot. I lost the whole silhouette. This is kind of frustrating. I like doing kind of tests and things like that, but it's a little frustrating to do it on camera and then not have it come out the way I was hoping. But obviously, as probably most of you know, that tends to happen the first time you try something. So I think that I'm going to stop there. I've been doing this for about an hour, and I think I'm just going to take a little break. But I am happy with what I've tested so far, and I think that there's going to be lots more tests to do. But let me move this aside and I'll show you what we did. There's my stained glass window, the lady with the shopping bags, the silhouette where we don't get the face except the eyebrows, the other part of that silhouette. It's kind of neat to see together. The ghosty horse, and my favorite, the face of a woman. That kind of turned out a lot better than the rest. So overall, I think we had some neat results, and I definitely know that these will work in collage somehow, and maybe you'll see them in some of my art journal pages. Let me know in the comments down below if you have tried this before and if you've had any success. Are there any tips and tricks that you have that you could share with me, and what do you think I might be doing wrong? If you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up and shared it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and click the bell so you get a notification every time I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.